everybody. My name is Siffrin. Today I have received a demo of a demo from my art mama. This is her passion project, Astra's demo. The demo of it. Don't ask me how that works. She says, "This is incomplete and due for a major overhaul, so sample what I've made so far and tell me how your experience was. Content warnings for mentions of death, mental struggles, sadness, familial complications, and the like." So, if you can handle that, let's get rolling. It's text-based, there's no visuals, there's not even sound, so let's just dive in. Earth, fire, sea, and sky. Your name is Astra, one of the four specters of the void. You have no memories, no voice, not even a body, until your essence is tugged towards a vessel. All elemental power combine. One by one, you gain your other senses. Your vision is so blurry, you squint at the purple fluffy ball before you. Wind, salt, water, and coal combine and be full. How the hell is that supposed to rhyme? Your body has strength. You begin to rise from where you sit. Eventually, you tower over the purple fluffy thing. Now by my might, be granted a voice. It's unpleasant, like you spent eons screaming your throat raw into the abyss, but eventually what comes out sounds like a hello? Or is it more like a hello? Your vision becomes clear, meeting the eyes of a short witch with purple fur and eager, tired yellow eyes. Finally. It finally worked. Hello, dear. The witch pulls up a chair, wasn't I sitting earlier, and pushes you into it, examining every inch of your new vessel. The simplest summoning spell, the simplest summoning spell I could create, reduced to its very components. If only Lydia could see you. You glance down at your hands. They bear no fur or scales, just clay. I know, you aren't much to look at, but don't worry. Soon you'll be perfect. You can be whoever you want to be. Curiously, you squeeze your hand into a fist and unclench. No crumbling, though you are a clay doll. That is, if I can somehow give you free will. The witch snaps out of her excitement. Oh, silly me! Smacking her forehead, she clasps your hand warmly into her own hands and smiles ear to ear. I am Lady Greenfire. Would you like to choose your name? I have a name. What is this character's voice supposed to be like? I don't even know. Imagining Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Lady Greenfire's eyes widen. Do you? Can you tell me? With your raw, gravelly voice, you speak out Astra. Astra. That's a lovely name, and fitting too. I'm so glad you're here with me now. I wanted to see if I could properly tether some essence into a vessel. I'll give you a set of organs later. Right now I need to brief you on a few things. Though you are just a clay doll given life, you have general basic knowledge of a variety. You know how to cook, clean, speak, but you still need to work on reading body language. Lady Greenfire adds some finer details into your design before putting you into a special hot room to cook. You're instructed to take a nap, so you do. And your first dream is a strange one. Don't you just love weird, strange dreams? You witness two figures holding hands atop a hill underneath a cherry tree. My darling, my muse, my heir. For us to part our hands feels so chilling, does it not? Then wear gloves, silly. They will provide warmth when I can't. But I want more than gloves. I want you in my arms forever. Put on a winter coat, that way you'll always feel my hug. You squint, but you can't make these amorous figures out. Something deep inside of you yearns for this experience, loving and being loved. Maybe you absorbed Lady Greenfire's dreams of romance into your own subconscious. When you awaken, Lady Greenfire says she has much to brief you on. Didn't you say that earlier? Something about an odds-manipulating supervillain in charge of a hallucinogenic drug ring. Say that 3 times fast. After you're done cooking, you're to be introduced to your roommates. But you'll get your own room, of course. This lovely basement doesn't count. A few hours pass, and you're firmly cooked like a roast chicken. Delicious. When cooled, Lady Greenfire re-adds some assets that were cooked off, gives you a soft head of hair, shiny, lively blue eyes, a warm smile, and a strong body to do lots of lifting with. Can she make me next? So there's my little sister Peggy Kitty. She's a shy thing, but a complete goofball in private. I think you'll have a lot of fun with her. I'm Lady Greenfire, your creator and mentor. I'm a witch, more specifically Witch of the Green Woods. I'm a fire elemental. Soon you're clothed with simple threads. That's it. I'm afraid the weather's getting bad. We're expecting a few feet of snow this fall. We won't be able to get you some exciting new clothes. That's all right, Lady Greenfire, you speak with a dull tone. I appreciate what you're doing anyway. Lady Greenfire grimaces at your sentence. It seems I forgot to give your voice some emotion. I hope that'll be exercised in time? In with time? Just pay attention to certain verbal cues and you should learn from it just fine. Is that gonna be relevant at all? Dusting you off, she has one request for you. Give me a smile, dear. Bitch, I'm all smiles. You smile, showcasing your pearly whites to an excited Lady Greenfire. Perfect! You are perfect, she claims, pulling you into a hug. You chuckle, but it sounds like, what? Two coarse rocks grinding against each other? Who laughs like that? What? I don't... Okay. This causes Greenfire to grimace. Again. This grimace is quickly replaced with joy, and Lady Greenfire gladly says, I'm so excited to show you off to everyone. I told you about myself and my younger sister, but I haven't mentioned the other two. Why are you excited, you ask. Surely you've created other things before. Greenfire pauses to think, forming her next words carefully. You, Astra, are my first successful attempt at tethering essence into a proper vessel. I've had multiple failures, but I learned from them each time. Multiple failures. To create you. You raise an eyebrow at your new friend. All right, fine. More than the multiple failures. The ritual I performed to get you into your vessel is something I've been working on and perfecting for years. Nearly a decade now, might I add. Why exactly was I created? Greenfire freezes again, cold sweat dotting her brow. Someone very bad is destroying lives. We need to stop him by any means possible. You frown, glancing at your now detailed hands with all their lines and curves, even eyeing the finer lines on your very fingertips. Am I just an asset? Greenfire gasps in horror. No, 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 Astra, not in the slightest. Not only are you capable of befriending others, you are capable of fighting for the name of justice. Greenfire takes your hands into her own, squeezing them firmly. You were created to become a great friend and superhero, someone we all need in our lives. Hooray, superhero origin story. You say the word friend to yourself very slowly, noting how it feels in your mouth and on your tongue. It feels good. If your purpose in life is to make friends and protect them from evil, your life will surely be fulfilling, however long it may be. But something strange occurs when you focus back to your friend, the witch. Uh-oh. Instead of the homey walls of the cabin you were essentially born in, there is nothing but blackness. In front of you, back turned on her knees, is a white figure. She's sobbing and coughing, and judging by the sounds of broken glass clinking together, she's trying desperately to put the pieces back together. It's too broken, the figure weeps. Who could ever want someone as ruined as me? Goosebumps run all the way down your body, and you gulp nervously. You reach over to give the figure a comforting pat on the back. How did you learn that, Astra? Her head turns, revealing eyes crossed out by a scribbled black box with inky tears running down her face. Don't touch me. A flash of light, and you're back to where you were. What in the heck was that? Excellent question. Astra, are you all right? You stumble backwards, nearly falling over. Lady Greenfire? Yes, my dear, I'm right here. Did something happen? You spaced out for a minute. Processing. What am I, a computer? You tell Greenfire of the events that unfolded. What, so it's Greenfire now instead of just Lady Greenfire? Okay. Her fur stands on end. She nervously wrings her hands in response. How odd. And this figure had my likeness. You nod fervently, still trying to make sense of your vision. I guess I can tell you the truth, but you must never repeat this to anyone. Do I make myself clear? Simply nodding, you want only to understand. Something traumatic happened to me a long time ago, something that I'm still trying to heal from. Having no response, you just nod again. I'm not going into detail, but my wounds are still fresh like the very day it happened. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize, Astra. No, I'm sorry you got hurt to such an extent. Greenfire smiles tenderly and gives you another hug. Thank you for listening, but remember, not a soul. You nod again, this time twice in a row to show how serious you are. It appears you peered into the broken part of my soul. I'm not sure how you did that exactly, but it's a theory nonetheless. Based on what? Souls can get broken? This makes you scratch your head. Do you have a soul? You weren't born in the traditional sense, but created. Looking yourself over, you feel like you were given an adult body. Do you age? How long is your lifespan? These and many other questions swim around in your head. You shake your head fervently to refocus yourself. Who all do I need to meet again? Ah, yes, Lady Greenfire claps. My little sister Peggy Kitty, her mentor Nicholas, and Nicholas's caretaker Artemis. The first name strikes you as odd, so you ask Lady Greenfire about it. Now we're back to Lady Greenfire? Okay. Oh, Peggy Kitty? That's not her actual name. It's actually Rissa. She was a normal cat until one day she realized something about herself and earned herself wings. Is that how it works? None of that makes sense to you, but you shrug it off. What can you tell me about Nicholas and Artemis? Nicholas, being my sister's mentor, is also a scholar. Though he is quite frail, he's determined to acquire more knowledge and share it among his peers. We're good friends, and he has a service rooster named Droopy. Droopy is a bit temperamental, but that's because he's protective of his master. Artemis is such a sweet young thing to be looking after Nicholas. Nicholas gets awful flare-ups, so having Artemis around makes his life a lot more easier. He's short like I am, and he's strongly passionate about being the perfect, honest gentleman. He's such a sweetheart, absolutely adorable too. Okay, and yourself? Greenfire blushes, trying to find the right words to say. I'm just the witch of the green woods here. My powers are frowned upon in town, as in I scare a lot of the old people there, but really I'm quite harmless unless I'm angered. I create potions, spells, even grow flowers and herbs here with the help of my darling sister. It's how I've been earning money. Lady Greenfire beams at you, brimming with oh my god. Lady Greenfire beams at you, brimming with excitement. And now that you're here with us, who knows? You have so many things you could do to develop yourself further. The TV is heard upstairs. How do I know what a TV is? The TV is heard upstairs. Someone is saying that they hope everyone is prepared for the snowstorm. Oh no, Lady Greenfire gasps. My flowers! Before you can say anything, you are dragged upstairs and out of the cabin. The sky is bleak in a depressing shade of gray. The the storm is approaching quickly. But that's all that you notice as you are urged to dig up all the flowers and carry them to a greenhouse. This is taxing work, but thankfully you don't feel discomfort yet. This work takes a few hours, and by the time every plant is safely inside the greenhouse, snowflakes start descending. You find yourself captivated by the falling snow and reach out to catch some in your outstretched palm. It's cold, leaving a tingly feeling behind. Upon closer look, no two snowflakes are alike. They're so delicate, melting the instant they land on you. These snowflakes are so pretty, but short-lived. Astra, come on. Let's get you inside before you get too cold. You sigh, but do as told. Thankfully, you're not wet. But those snowflakes are still fresh in your mind. How can things of such beauty vanish in an instant? Will your existence be the same? Would you even be memorable? That's ominous. When inside, you are greeted by three faces, that of a thin gray wolf, a red-headed German shepherd, and a brown chubby cat picking at her fingernails. The lanky wolf is dozing off in a recliner, trembling in his rest. The dog is occupied putting something on his lower back, which results in the wolf sighing with relief. Drowsily, the wolf gives his thanks. Thanks, Artemis. The heat is perfect where it is. Artemis nods, pushing up his small reading glasses. Of course, Nicholas. I didn't want to waste time when I knew what the issue was. Neither of them paid any attention to you, but the cat girl is eyeing you with curiosity. You wave hello and speak hello, but your voice scares her a bit. Oh yeah, the coarse grinding rocks. Like mortar and pestle, maybe? I don't know. Are you one of Greenie's friends from the bar? She asks. What's a bar? You ask in return. A bar is a place where you drink beverages that make you feel funny. Okay, not wrong there. Pega, that's enough, Lady Greenfire says firmly. After clearing her throat, Lady Greenfire announces, Everyone, this is Astra. How long is this tutorial to this? When do I get to, I don't know, get my romance on? Artemis and Nicholas turn their heads to look at you, eyeing you up the way Peggy Kitty was not too long ago. Did you perfect the essence tethering ritual? Artemis asks, approaching you, then looking you up and down. He takes your hand, dwarfing his own, and lightly squeezes. This is amazing. They feel so real. Why are people touching me? This attention makes you a bit uneasy, but you stick it out as you want to make Lady Greenfire proud. Or Greenie, as Peggy Kitty called her. What a cute nickname. Wait, did she? What a cute nickname, but would it be acceptable to call her that? You decide against it for now, seeing as you were just created and thus don't know her very well. Oh wow, Nicholas says. They can walk, stand, speak, think for themselves. You really did it, Greenfire. Lady Greenfire giggles. I know! Astra's capable of so much. I'm over the moon. Blush creeps up on your cheeks, since when were you filled with blood vessels? Touching your warm face, you then realize something is racing in your chest. When did you get organs? Probably when you were cooking, Astra. It's your chest's turn to be touched. Thump, thump, thump. Something's racing in my chest, you say out loud. What is it? Oh, that's called your heart, darling. Lady Greenfire speaks up, approaching you and lightly putting a hand on your chest. I gave you a very strong heart to be unwavering in the toughest of situations. Not only will you be able to feel every emotion, you'll feel them very strongly. Sadness, happiness, and everything in between. Why is my face warm? That's because you're excited, Astra. It's a good thing. Oh, but I hope you're not overwhelmed. Nicholas and Artemis, as well as Peggy Kitty, continue studying you, from the top of your head down to your toes. I was able to give you organs when I turned you over in your rest earlier, so you might feel strange for a while, but you'll adjust. Where did the organs come from? Amidst all your excitement, something gurgling echoes throughout the living room. Enough poking and chatting, let's get you some food, dear. After that, you can hang out with anyone you wish. Wish. That makes me a little uncomfortable. Oh well. All these eager faces mean potential friends to be made. Who can argue with that? Soon, with Piggy Kitty's help in the kitchen, the cabin is filled with smells of sausage, eggs, and fresh salad. You have presented your hot meal with apple juice to drink. Everybody is staring at you, making you feel uneasy. Just what expectations do they have with you? One bite in, and the juicy sausage floods your taste buds. It's savory, tender, and you want more when it's all chewed up and swallowed down. The next bite consists of scrambled eggs. They're soft, thus not requiring much chewing effort, but tasty nonetheless. The salad has a nice crunch to it. Lettuce, croutons, carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower. You're not fond of the salad dressing presented to you, so you go without it. Finally, to wash everything down is the sweet apple juice. The sweetness contrasts with the savoriness of your meal, presenting a pleasant finish. How do you feel? You took your time eating, Astra, Lady Greenfire asks. I feel nice and full. The meal was really nice. Thank you, Lady Greenfire. Lady Greenfire and Piggy Kitty beam at you, eyes twinkling from your praise. You rub your stomach, pleased that the empty feeling you've had is replaced with fullness. It's important to eat when you feel hungry or else you'll be irritable. It's happened to us multiple times, so we often eat our meals together, Peggy Kitty adds. During meal times, we also talk about various things, like how our day has been, what we're planning to do, stuff like that. You nod. You do feel a lot better, and you find yourself eager to try more meals in the near future. Next time I have a meal, I hope it's with all of you. Why not have everybody eat with me? But of course it will be, Astra. Lady Greenfire pats you on the leg. You're part of the family now. What's a family? A family is a unit or a group of people that look after each other, she says. Just like all of us. We're a family. Family. This word feels good. Like the meal you had earlier. The word family feels filling. You can't wait to hang out with everyone. You wipe your face clean and look at everybody. Nicholas seems tired, like he wants to retire to his room. But something about Artemis and his wagging tail, his sparkling blue eyes, tugs you in. Lady Greenfire, the one who created you, also has her own allure, though mysterious. Meanwhile, Peggy Kitty is raiding the pantry for sweets. Artemis, right? You ask. Artemis's eyes light up and his tail wags even faster. That's right, I'm Artemis, the honest gentleman, he says. If you want, we can hang out and get to know each other. You smile at Artemis. This is a lot of reading, I'm sorry. Then look over at Lady Greenfire. What about you? You ask her. Me? Well, I have some potion orders I need to fill. If you wanted to hang out with me, I could show you the ropes of potion making. You weigh your options, both sound like interesting activities. While thinking, you glance out the window. Seeing more snow has covered the ground. The snowflakes from earlier flash. Oh my god. The snowflakes from earlier flash in your mind. How they appeared, landed on your outstretched palm, and melted into water. How beautiful they were. I don't think you should play outside in this weather, Astra, Lady Greenfire frowns. Maybe when the snow has stopped, I can let you out. I doubt they're fragile, Artemis says. Besides, there's lots of things you can do in the snow. Like slipping and hurting yourself, Nicholas rolls his eyes. Greenfire lightly smacks him on the shoulder in response. Should you really be doing that? Oh, I don't want to go outside, you say. I was looking at the snow and thinking about the snowflakes earlier, how they melted away when I held them. What about them, dear? Is my existence the same of that snow out there? Will I melt and fade into nothingness? A hush befalls the kitchen. Everybody. A hush befalls the kitchen. Everyone nervously exchanging glances. Though you are made out of clay, Lady Greenfire begins, you are more than what you're made of. You have a full set of organs. Yeah, a strong body with unknown potential. Even nerve endings thanks to my magic. You were created to be a companion to us all, so whatever you do, you'll be making me proud. Whatever you do, whatever choices you make, you'll be making your creator proud. What does it mean to be proud, let alone make someone else proud? Maybe this question is something you shouldn't take so seriously. Once again, you shake your head to focus yourself. Lost in thought again? Or did it happen again? Lady Greenfire asks with concern in her tone. I was lost in thought again. I didn't have another vision, you reply. What were you thinking about? Artemis's curiosity strikes. Just thinking about the concept of pride. I do hope I haven't overloaded you with information on the day of your creation, dear. Lady Greenfire nervously wrings her hands. Oh no, you haven't. I guess I'm still in the processing the whole being alive thing and all it entails. Ah, of course, you're still adjusting. Just take things slowly until you get the hang of them. You look at Lady Greenfire and nod, then back at Artemis. Something in his eyes pulls you in. Is it the vibrant hue or something else? Pools of pure water, just what could be inside. Something about him hides a deep sadness, but what is there to be sad for in such a lovely home? Is the world outside so cruel that he seeks solace in these walls? Back to Lady Greenfire, you sense something burning inside of her spirit, both in the literal sense and figurative. But what is it she's burning for? Is she longing for justice at the man who's wronged her and many others? Is she a short fuse, one wrong move and you'll become a pile of ash? Or is this burning a hearth in which all can huddle around? Did I pronounce that right? You're intimidated, but maybe you can find the truth of her inner flames. Excuse my odd staring, you spit out, noticing the silence. I'm just thinking again. Don't worry about it, Astra. Artemis smiles at you. Artemis is right. Don't stress over it. We're just excited to meet you and get to know you. I don't even know who I am, you reply, pursing your lips in confusion. Well, wait. Why waste time finding yourself when you can create yourself? Lady Greenfire grins. You feel like you're in good company. There are no wrong choices to be made here. Well, who will you hang out with? Lady Greenfire or Artemis? Well, I was told that Lady Greenfire's routes are incomplete, so I'm going to go with Artemis. Boop. You look over at Artemis. Can I hang out with you? Sure you can, Artemis smiles warmly. Lady Greenfire giggles. I'll be in the basement if you need me. She leaves for the basement to work on her potions. Nicholas heads up to his room to rest. Peggy Kitty leaves with the kitchen with an armful of snacks, and Artemis takes you up to his room. It's a bit messy with assorted books here and there, but other than that, Artemis's room is cozy, the perfect reading nook. There's also a closet, bed, and bedside table overflowing with letters. The papers catch your eye, but Artemis doesn't let you approach them. Sorry, those are personal, he says. Pulling out a cushion, Artemis gives you something to sit on. You take the cushion without complaint and take a seat on the floor. Artemis claps his hands together. I'm really excited to meet you. I've been itching to see when Lady Greenfire's experiments would be a success, and now here you are. There comes that blush again. You rub your face to get rid of it, but that does nothing. We've all been waiting your arrival. It's taken a long time to get the ritual just right. Magic rituals are a lot like coding. If there's any errors, you can't progress or you don't get what you're expecting. Coding is a computer thing, commands to input in hopes that the machine can run them. You nod, intrigued by all these new subjects, then comes a new feeling of worry. What will you talk about with Artemis? You're overcome with nervousness. Here you are, knowing almost nothing, yet wanting to converse. I don't know a lot of stuff. I'm sorry. It's all right, Artemis says. I look forward to teaching you what I can, but right now we're just hanging out. We're relaxing together. What can we do? You ask, fidgeting with your hands. We can chat, which is what we're doing right now. We can read. We can watch the snow coming down. Thinking about the snow gives you more anxiety. It'll end up making you think about your existence again. You'd rather not. I think we should continue chatting, you say. Pause here. Control